Hello everyone, I am Miss Fitness Diva, and today we are getting ready to go through some exercises to help you blast any type of cellulite. Now cellulite are those little pockets we'll see, looks like a little cottage cheese in our butts, in our thighs, and sometimes in our upper body. So we're going to do some exercises today that within weeks with discipline and consistency, you will see these areas of cellulite start to fade away. So you can use a comfortable spot in your home. Make sure you have on some good workout gear, and also don't forget, always wear your tennis shoes just for stability for your ankles and your knees. Also, I always tell everybody, if you haven't, please check up with your primary care physician before you start any exercise routine. All right, you got it? You ready? Let's do it. Before any exercise plan, you always want to make sure that you stretch. So we're going to start with a deep breath, inhaling, bringing the arms up above the head, and exhale, bringing the arms down. Again, bringing the arms up, and an inhale, and exhale, bringing the arms down. Now we're going to roll the shoulders back, one at a time, rolling the right and the left shoulder. Still breathing, and reverse, forward, right shoulder and then left shoulder. Deep breaths, inhale and exhale. Now we're going to step the legs out and warm up the legs. As you see here, I have my leg straightened, my foot facing forward, not out. Make sure that your foot is facing forward. Bring it up and lean on the other side, keeping that foot forward. You don't want to stretch out, want to stretch in so you can get a deep stretch on the inside of your thigh. Keep the chest lifted and breathe. All right? Now we're going to get into some movements. So make sure that you have your feet shoulder width apart. Your arms are going to come up above the head and then down into a squat for a squat jump. So inhale and exhale. On your jump, you want to inhale and you want to exhale on the squat. Keeping your hips back and the feet flat on the floor. You want to do 15 of those. Relax, feel the body, and go into the next movement. Now here we're down on our mat, on our knees and hands. Lift that leg up and squeeze those glutes. So as you lift the leg up, you really want to get a good squeeze on your glutes. Lifting up on inhale, leg coming down as you exhale. Keeping the head down so you can have a nice straight spine and to not get out of alignment with your body and the movement. So now you're going to stretch just a little bit and do the same thing on the opposite side. So lift that leg up and squeeze the glutes. Leg come up as high as you can get it, not to overextend, but just to get a nice squeeze. And we are doing 15 sets. Repetitions here on the other leg. Really squeezing the glutes. Relax, stretch the body back in a child's pose. And you can even wiggle it out to get any tension out of the body. The next movement is the fire hydrant with a glute lift. So we're lifting and lifting. So lifting up, squeezing the glute, and then out, squeezing that hip abductor. So in and out. So this helps to rid the body of the cellulite on that outer thigh and the glute area. So we're really squeezing each part of that movement. Keeping that heel flex. As you see, my heel is flexed upward and on the out movement as well. Few more. Good. lift, squeeze, and relax. Shake it out, wiggle it out. You feel any tension in the body, and go into a child's pose if needed before we go into the other side. So again, lifting that leg up, flexing the foot, squeezing those glutes, and lifting the leg up on the side in the thigh hydrant position. All right, so squeezing and lifting. This is working those hamstrings and those glutes and the hip abductor. Keeping the head nice and relaxed, looking down at your mat. If you feel any tightness or soreness, you may be doing the movement incorrectly. So stretch it out, come back, and reposition. And make sure you're doing the movements the correct way. Few more, and relax. So now I've turned my mat to the side so you can see this movement. My feet are a little wider than hip width apart. You can have your hands on your shoulders, your neck, your hips, or in front of you, as I have here. Lean over to one side, keeping the chest up. Squeeze in the middle and lean to the other side, squeezing in the middle. So you're alternating right, squeezing, and then left. So when you come up, really squeeze those hips forward. And then like you're sitting back in a chair. And then squeezing when you come up. Squeeze up. Keeping those abdominal muscles nice and tight and engaged. Not forgetting about the breath. So still taking deep breaths, inhaling and exhaling. Your feet should be forward, not to the side, but forward facing where your knees are. Keeping the chest lifted, squeezing and release. Inhale and exhale. Really working the glutes on every movement when we get that deep squeeze in the center. Inhale, exhale. Just a few more. 15 repetitions on each exercise. And relax. Now, if you want to shake it out, your hips may feel a little tight. Rotate that hip to release any stagnation in the lower body to make sure the legs are nice and supple and ready for our next movement. So again, we're sideways so you can see the movement. Lean and lift. Lean and lift. So you're leaning like you're sitting in a chair, and then you're going to lift that leg up on the side. Try to get it up to about waist high. If it comes a little bit lower, that's okay. You want to maintain your balance and stability. Lift and lower. Still squeezing the glutes down and up. This is a great movement and exercise to blast that cellulite in your quads, your hamstrings, and your glutes. What we did on one side, we always have to do on the other. So we're going to switch, and so I'm going to be able to see me even better. I'm turning to the front so you can really see the lifting of my leg. So again, make sure you position your mat so you don't mess up your carpet and you have a nice good grip. So the legs are a little wider than shoulder width apart. And what we did on one side, we're going to do on the opposite side. Hands can be on your hips, in front of you, or on your head. So you're going to lean over, lift that leg up to waist high. And you can always move your hands to wherever is comfortable for you. Continue to take those deep breaths. Inhale and exhale. When it feels challenging, push through. You only have a few more to knock it out. Inhale, exhale, lift that leg up and relax. Take a deep breath. So again, I am Miss Fitness Diva. Those have been your movements to blast that cellulite. So I did 15. If you can only do 8 or 10, start off where you are comfortable and then start to progressively move yourself up. So example, if you start off with like 15 like I did, within 2 weeks time you should go up at least a 5 increase. So take it up to 20 reps. And that's how many times, repetitions, how many times you do a particular exercise. Now the set, each one of these exercises you want to complete 3 times. So you want to do 3 sets of each exercise. Don't forget, like I said before, stretch before you start any movement. Oh, but most importantly, check with your primary care physician before you do anybody, even my exercise workout plans. And then you want to stretch, secondly, and then go into your movements and start to progress your way up. The key is being disciplined and consistent. We cannot stress that enough. Please stay disciplined and consistent in order to see that cellulite blast off of your body. So I hope this was definitely invigorating for you. I know I've worked up a sweat. So let's get the new year started with the new you and blast that cellulite away. So keep a strong mind and a strong body.